Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cowboys will kick it away to start. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered on.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. It's a draw. Fakes his man out. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a 1st down.
And the Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Easy. Motion from the offense. Smith dropping to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. At the 45, on his way. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Wildcats! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Smith wants to throw. He fires to the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Quarterback will audible. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Sharks. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Smith dropping to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this running game.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 14, Oklahoma State 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
3:25.
From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
42 Spider.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Setting up the screen. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to him again. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Washington. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Ready
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one.
He's going for it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need.
He wants to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Kentucky. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Handoff to the single running back. Nifty little dance step. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Complete to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. He's got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Smith wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is perfect.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with us. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes change for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the defense, got him at the 27. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 6 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down. Trying to burn this defensive back. What a snag by the defense.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Quick handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the stomping has commenced. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Valentine. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
26. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kentucky 38, Oklahoma State 10.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. Smith dropping to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside.
16.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll go right back to it. Clouds ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Running back goes in motion. From the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Fung. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll keep it himself. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly to running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
And that is no good. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but it's 22-point lead. Still feeling good about the way the game's going. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got it down the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Smith wants to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play, picking up a chunk of yardage.
I love it. The offense being aggressive. They're taking a shot. Good job by the QB getting a lot of air under that ball. And how about the receiver and his ability to track it?
He snares it in the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Defense showing blitz here. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man.
He lets it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads it left. Touchdown, Cowboys! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Smith dropping to pass. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. 15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.